Hi, welcome back to Flipping Pages, Starring Sauces. I want to say tawada to all the people who have liked, subscribed, and shared. And I want to say shout out to my godson who celebrated his 6th birthday with mommy and daddy and big sister. And um, I got to celebrate with him too, but it was by video, which is better than nothing. Um, so he had a good time on his birthday. He's my little mango. um, anyway, we have some serious things to discuss today, and I made notes. I think I'm going to entitle this "If Buju is crazy, then so am I." um, Andrew Holness is talking about getting rid of all of the disaster risk management initiatives that he has in place. I say to you, Andrew Holness did not have a choice. He had to bow to the will of the people because the children of the Most High has spoken. And when we speak and give life to words, the Eden and his minions must listen and comply. They must do what we tell them to do because the Creator has given us that power. What has been spoken by the chosen children of the Most High cannot be taken back. And just like the Creator or the Most High or the Ancient of Days, Yahweh, just like His words won't return to Him void, when we speak, our words will not return to us void. And your Holness is finished as a man, and he's finished as a prime minister. Now, me, when I have a special man in my life, I consider myself to be the backbone of that man. And Andrew Holness's party has been plagued by so many negative entities, and that is proof positive that when we speak, things happen. And now even his wife has spoken out against his leadership. And when your backbone, the person who is supposed to be there for you, is speaking out against your leadership, because she attacked Tufton, but in attacking Tufton, she's really attacking her husband. And I don't know if it's ignorance and naivety or a bit of both. But if I was her, I would have spoken to my husband in private, because no matter what happens, the man is the head of the house. And it is very disrespectful what she did. Her heart may have been in the right place, although, as far as I'm concerned, nothing related to the big C jobs is in the right place. But yeah, a house divided cannot stand, and that house is very much divided. And but you spread your bed, you lay down in it. And And getting back to Buju Banton, on September 7, 2021, I spoke about the African leaders who were all assassinated because they were not in step with the big C. I spoke about the leader of Haiti and how he was assassinated because he was not in step with the mandate that the 1% has given us. And I spoke about the president of Madagascar and his close call with assassination. And I was listening to Buju Banton the other day, and he brought you an almost identical message that I brought to you. So I must be just as crazy as he is, or the Creator is giving us the same subjects and the same messages. He's giving us the same subjects to speak on and the same messages. Joseph Patterson, in his speech, echoed some of the same sentiments as I did. Is it a coincidence that the same words are being used to deliver the same message? Or have we moved into that age of spiritual awakenness when it is clear that we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and power? September 13, 2021. I sent a message out that America would be imploding over the next 7 months. And the other day, I heard some of my sisters in the melanated community delivering the same message. There are no coincidences. One of them even defined the word implode, which means to collapse from within. On September 23rd, 2021, I put a message out that Babylon will fall. And I pulled out the weapons that the Creator has given us to use. And I beseeched the Creator to take certain actions, which included pouring out his wrath upon the head of Andrew Holness. And we can see that the Creator listens to his children's pleas, because his wrath is definitely being poured out upon the head of Andrew Holness and his minions. The switch has taken place. It is a spiritual switch. For those of you who are looking for a physical switch, sorry to disappoint you. It is a spiritual switch, and it has taken place. Babylon is trying to make concessions because she knows that her time is up and she has been defeated. My goodness. They are going to be bowing at our feet, begging us to give them something to do to make us happy. We are the head. We are the head. And when we command them, they must listen, because a tail follows the head. But don't start celebrating just yet. Their demise. Their demise is coming swiftly, but they're still talking. And if their lips are moving, they're lying. And everything that comes out of their mouth is a lie. So whatever they say, believe the opposite. I said on September 29, 2021, that we need to stock up in preparation of the food shortage. Buju said the same thing in his speech the other day. There are no coincidences. And today I heard on I don't listen to mainstream media, but I was on YouTube and they were showing the shelves in some places in America, that the shelves are empty. They're not just empty of food items and essential items. They're bare. They're completely empty. So you need to pay attention. Farming. We need to get back into farming, growing our own food. Yep, we need to do that. And I think Jamaica is importing Scotch bonnet pepper. Scotch bonnet pepper. A pepper that grows locally. You can just throw the seeds outside and they grow. When I was a child living in Jamaica, everybody had a Scotch bonnet pepper in their backyard. Now, the Jamaican Scotch bonnet peppers, they all look the same, they all shape the same, and they have no flavor. And that strong pepper, hot heat that you get from Scotch bonnet pepper, you don't get that. I could eat a whole Scotch bonnet. I could eat a whole, what they're now calling Scotch bonnet pepper. I could eat a whole one, and it has no effect on me. When I was a child, you eat a little piece of Scotch bonnet pepper and your nose start running, your eyes start watering, and they all looked different. They were all a different shape. Some of them were elongated, some of them were a little on the bell shape side of things. What they're selling now is Scotch bonnet pepper. Oh, and they only come in two colors, yellow and green. When I was a child, you could get Scotch bonnet pepper that were red. You could get yellow ones, you could get green ones, you could even get a purple one. And that purple one, oh my goodness, the heat that comes off of it and the flavor, it's amazing. So I don't know what they're selling these days and calling Scotch bonnet pepper. And they're being imported into Jamaica. Like, really? It's a sad, sad state of affair when Jamaica is importing so-called Scotch bonnet peppers. I'm not staying with you too long today. The lighting is terrible. But it is what I have to work with. So the final thing I want to say today is Joseph Patterson is in court today, and he's been charged with a bunch of ridiculous things. And he is the leader of an official opposition party, because he is the leader of the third political party in Jamaica. And I think the legal system is being somewhat hypocritical in charging him in the first place with all these trumped up charges, because The no movement rules, apparently, they do not apply to members of the government. They do not apply to members of the political parties. And just like how they don't apply to Mr. Green, they shouldn't apply to Mr. Patterson because he is the leader of an official party. So I believe he should enjoy the same diplomatic status as Mr. Green. But it's apparent that the powers that be are trying to suck and blow at the same time. And we all know that it is impossible to suck and blow at the same time. I am now going to invoke second address, and I'm just pulling it up here on this device. Screenshots maybe. I'm just pulling it up on my device here. Be patient with me. Yes. I'm going to be invoking second address 15 verse 43 to 51. And they, the destroyers of the Gentiles, shall go steadfastly unto Babylon and make her afraid. They shall come to her and beseech her, and the star and all wrath shall they pour out upon her. Then shall the dust and smoke go up unto heaven, and all they that be about her shall bewail her. And they that remain under her shall do service unto them that have put her in fear. And thou, Asia, that art partaker of the hope of Babylon, and art the glory of her person, woe be unto thee, thou wretch, because thou hast made thyself like unto her, and hast decked thy daughters in whoredom, that they might please and glory in thy lovers, which have always desired to commit whoredom with thee. Thou hast followed her that is hated in all her works and inventions. Therefore saith God, I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death. And the glory of thy power shall be dried up as a flower, that heat shall arise that is sent over thee. Thou shalt be weakened as a poor woman with stripes, and as one chased with wounds, so that the mighty and lovers shall not be able to receive thee. I wanted to also apologize for being away so long, but it's been a very busy time for me. I have some special things I'm working on right now, and it's taken up a lot of my time, but hopefully things will change soon and I'll be back to my normal regular schedule. For now, I'm going to leave it there. I wish you Baruch and Shalom.